According to the Humane Society of the United States, there are animal distributors for labs across the country who have been linked with pet theft out of people's own backyards. How would you feel if your animal, your pet, your cat, your dog, your mouse, your lizard, fish, what have you, was no longer a part of your family and was suddenly living out the rest of its days being subjected to legal animal abuse and torture day in and day out? Hi, my name is Amy Duce, and today I'm going to tell you how you can save these animals' lives with the use of in vitro testing as opposed to the traditional animal testing. Throughout my research for this project, I've discovered that animal testing is a very dated practice with many humane alternatives. I hope to convince you that in vitro is much safer, more affordable, humane, and more reliable than animal testing. Now that you know what we're going to be discussing today, first let me briefly tell you why this is necessary. Animal testing is still a predominant part of the drug and cosmetic industries, as well as other lab developments in the world today. Not only is this extremely inhumane for animals, but also severely costly for our government. It's also highly ineffective and dangerous for humans. The New England Anti-Vivisection Society has stated that research animals can be subjected to many things, including testing of new drugs, being infected with diseases, poisoning, burning, brain damage, electrode implants in their brain, maiming, blinding, and in many other painful and invasive procedures. Studies by the Humane Society International have found that animal testing can be thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars more expensive than its in vitro counterparts. Not to mention, 92% of experiments that tested positive in animal testing failed in human trials due to how dangerous they were and just downright ineffective. What this means is that it's basically a waste of your taxpayer dollars. It's also a wastefulness of time and resources that could be used for the production and development of products and medicines that you and your loved ones may need. Now that you understand why this is a problem, let me introduce to you a very viable solution. A group called the In Defense of Animals, or IDA, states that in vitro is the use of human cells, most commonly stem cells, in the external controlled environment such as a test tube or petri dish. This eliminates all negative aspects of animal testing. In vitro could take the place of animal testing globally if we transition into it. If we as the United States were to make animal testing illegal and hold labs accountable in the same standards that you and I are held to animal abuse, then we could put a stop to animal testing worldwide by setting that tone for the rest of the world to follow. There is controversy over in vitro, specifically stem cells. But stem cell in vitro is not the only type of in vitro there is, as well as in vitro is new and there is so much room for technology advancements. Whereas with animal testing, it's been around for so long, we've pretty much exhausted all we can do. We're just continuing to torture and abuse animals for the sake of product development that's seriously ineffective. Now let me discuss with you some of the benefits of in vitro. If animal testing was allowed to continue, it would be a loss of money for several people. First off, the government. As stated previously, it's a huge expense and a waste of your tax-paying dollars. The IDA states that in vitro is more effective at recreating human reactions than animal testing is. What this means is that we could create products and distribute products faster using in vitro than animal testing. So when you think about it, animal testing is also a loss of money for the medical and cosmetic industries because it's taking longer to produce and make these products legal. Most importantly, in vitro would save the lives of millions of animals annually worldwide. Can you imagine a world where no animals were subjected to painful and cruel torture day in and day out? In vitro is a better option for the advancement of medicines and other products than animal testing will ever be. It's less expensive, it's more accurate, and most of all, it's humane. If you have a heart for animals, please visit DoSomething.org, HumaneSociety.org, or CrueltyFreeInternational.org to find out more about what you can do and the steps that you can take to help save the animals worldwide and end animal testing. I want to see a world where human lives are not put so far ahead of other species that we sacrifice our own integrity and our own ethics and morals as a human race. Let's all do something together to stop animal testing and to contribute to the development of in vitro. Thank you.